allow us to reintroduce ourselves. We are the mob, M to the O-B. Y'all know what we do around here. We all about the culture. Keep you updated on current events, solutions, and whatnot. You know what we do. But make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the page if you haven't already. That's what we need. We're growing. So I want to give you all a new term, right? We're going to get right to the solution. We're getting right into the solutions, right? So the term is TTAFM radio. Time taken away from me. The radio station of the enemy. Because anything that takes time away from you improving your overall well-being is the devil. That's the enemy. So all of these distractions with the election, with just crime, people talking about what we need to do, don't let that take time away from you, right? Don't let that take time away from what you're doing for yours. But ultimately you, because the best version of you makes a better version of us. And that's the culture, and that's the community. And that's what we need. We need you on 10. So I need you to check all of these boxes. Before we get to all of these stories about what's going on and how they affect us, I want you to know, don't even let what I'm doing right now take you away from you. We need you at your best, right? And I think that's the biggest issue. That TTAFM radio is blasting everywhere, all the time. And we just planning. Then you look up and you're too old to do anything that you ever really wanted to do physically. But the mind is still there. He's still the same person you was when you were 12 years old, ultimately. In the mind, it's just mature. And so all of those things that you used to want to do, that you previously had dreams of doing, that you never did because you were focused on others. The conversation was always about everybody else. So this is going to transition into the beauty standards in our culture and self-hate, self-love. All of these things that we talk about often here. Mental health. It's just a reflection of ourselves. So before I get to anything talking about anybody and what they got going on, and any advice that I have, it's advice for myself. And what I identify with, and the culture I identify with, I'm overall going to try to improve because I'm always improving myself. Let's get into this show, right? Now, I'm always talking about that we have to exercise and take care of ourselves, but primarily I'm always talking to the men because I'm telling them about the things that are to come. Like you may have to walk a half a mile or a mile to go get some water, or go chop some wood, or go fishing, or do whatever you got to do to take care of you and yours. Because things are coming back. Just as they began, they will be again. So I'm telling you that America, the food and all of these things, hey, bro, you got to be in better shape because of what's ahead. But I never really talked to the sisters and about the physical condition of our culture. So the sisters, I see some of us in the gym. I see them in the gym, but that's not part of our culture that we love. The new big thing is BBLs and going underneath the knife because I think, in my opinion, the images we always see on social media and who we idolize, the celebrities. And they're doing it, so it's cool, and I'm going to do it. But that's what the sisters are on, and it's your body, your choice. I'm not trying to get y'all to shut me down, but I am going to keep it real on the topic. So here in Memphis, a few stories have come up about beauty, having beauty issues. They got a sister selling booty pills. I'm sorry, I said beauty. Booty pills out of the house. So a few issues have come up in the local news here in Memphis. And Memphis is just a reflection of our own culture everywhere because this is a predominantly black city. The things that go on here are going on in Atlanta, Baltimore, Houston, Detroit, you name it. Gary, Indiana, we're all the same, right? I'm telling you, I researched these things, it's all the same issue. So here locally, they are having beauty issues that are killing our women and ultimately even the men too, because some of the men are having the same procedures as the women, which is crazy. So what does this say? Does this scream self-love or self-hate? And I'll get back to that question after we react to this news story here in Memphis with the woman here in Memphis making money selling booty pills, telling you can lose weight and get you a cheap BBL. You ain't got to go overseas and spend thousands of dollars. You can come to me and I got a procedure that's not going to put you under the knife. So you can look good and look like Beyonce and Rihanna and cheap. Instead, why don't you just get your ass a gym membership? Like I said, I got questions we'll get to after this story.
All right, here it is. Booty pills for sale. You may have seen this rolling billboard around town or any one of the many body contouring ads on social media.
Yeah, these body contouring ads claim to offer results at a fraction of the cost of plastic surgery, but come on. Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu investigates these procedures to find.
Planet Fitness has a gym membership, $10. $10 a month. I'm telling you, it's a choice. It's a choice. Where is the mindset of the culture when this is the way? Bargain booty on the news. On the news. Check it out.
Find out how effective they really are.
Yeah, and a warning, some of the images in the story may be considered adult in nature.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Big butts have been a big deal for decades. Celebrated in song, dance, and pop culture.
Will you allow me to take a selfie?
Y'all saw those images? You see what they just put on the news? Those weren't all women, y'all. For the record. What y'all selling out here? It's crazy. Crazy.
With your
And that big deal keeps getting bigger. We live in the era of Ozempic and the Brazilian butt lift, where
You see they showing the culture, hip hop, rap music, saying that, hey, don't blame me. That's why I got on Justin Pearson last week when he was saying the racist Republican Party doesn't want the black women to rise above. Nah, what I just saw was all a choice of the culture. So they play that, they do this is a little game of saying, hey, this is the culture. This is hip hop. Booty, 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 right? BBLs, Ozempic, that's y'all culture. No. It's not. It's a choice of some who look like myself, who you identify as myself, but I know it's all about the mind, and we are not the same.
people's dream bodies are within their grasp, but both of those are pretty pricey avenues. So what if someone offered you the same results, but much cheaper through alternative treatments, including booty pills?
When I first started, I got like maybe one client a week. Now I'm at maybe 18 to 20 in a week.
18 to 20 clients in a week. The lipo lady, Yolanda Johnson. I ain't airing her out. This was on the news. I'm only doing a reaction about the culture. This is something she's obviously proud of her business. She's making money off of it. Let's talk about it.
That's Yolanda Johnson, better known as the Lipo Lady. You might have seen her car advertising weight loss and booty pills driving around town. She's one of many people advertising body contouring around the Mid-South, mostly through social media, including options like lipo, butt injections, and booty pills. One of the Lipo Lady's main selling points compared to the work done by plastic surgeons, she claims her operations are non-invasive, meaning there's no cutting, probing, or working underneath the skin. We paid her a visit to find out what exactly she's doing.
Is anything you're doing risky or unsafe?
No.
First, she showed us her line of pills, including the booty pills, which say guaranteed results on the packaging. Johnson makes all the pills herself using...
Hold up. Making all the pills herself. Shout out to the hustle. Shout out to the hustle. I just didn't know. It is not this serious. Don't the women know that we like women of all shapes and sizes? Like, if it's yours, trust me, it's somebody that's gonna love it. You do not have to do this. This is self-hate in itself, y'all. You can call it what you want. And then the first thing that a sister will say that's doing this is like, why are you doing this? I ain't doing it for no man. I'm doing this for me. I like to feel good. That's messed up in itself, right? It's just so many levels to it, the mentality. Because if you ask the man about whatever your shape is, I'm sure there are men that are going to love it, man. I don't understand. We love y'all. That's what this show is about. But you don't have to do this. This is risky. But I don't want to knock her hustle. Like I said, I know how to play the field. It's all good. But I'm saying the mentality. This is your choice. You're going to choose to do this to yourself. Why?
Using supplements and other ingredients she buys at Whole Foods. Supplements are not regulated by the FDA. And then there's the hands-on treatments. Johnson walked us through the equipment she uses and what each device does. Her non-invasive lipo is a variation on a procedure called lipocavitation. It involves using an ultrasound device to heat up the fat in your body. To find out how that compares to traditional liposuction, we sat down with Dr. Roberto Lachica, a licensed plastic surgeon in Germantown.
Cavitation in and of itself refers to implosion of fat cells with the release of the fat molecules. The fat goes through here.
Lachica explained how this procedure's done in a medical setting. After the fat's heated up, a tube is inserted under the skin to suck it out. The patient is sedated with anesthesia while all of this is happening. But with the lipo lady and the others offering non-invasive lipo, the patient is awake and the fat is not sucked out after it's heated.
So it's just fat juice just stays in, right? She got, hold up. So the cheap route is to keep it inside the body. I'm not a doctor, but that sounds dangerous. Like you're gonna melt the fat and keep it inside the body. You can burn the fat by exercise. We do have that option. Instead of heating it up, why not heat your body up? You were made to burn it naturally. You got everything you need inside of you. All this technology is just killing us. To be for what? How long is it gonna last? In order for you to keep it, you're gonna have to go to the gym anyway. So why not go in the beginning? So that's the heating the fat up with this instead of sucking it out with like the liposuction. Let's hear her. Hey, she's got a hustle. It's working. She said she started at 1 or 2, now it's 18 to 20.
The patient is awake and the fat is not sucked out after it's heated.
This is the lymphatic wrap right here.
Johnson says instead, she wraps the area to reshape the fat.
Everything is non-invasive.
Now to Johnson's version of the...
So the fat is heated up and made into Play-Doh. Then she shapes it. That's why some of these asses look terrible. We know the good Lord didn't make it. I don't care. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm keeping it real. Y'all ain't fooling nobody with this stuff. Get your ass a gym membership. Literally when I say ass.
Brazilian butt lift. The traditional operation involves putting the patient under anesthesia, removing fat from another area of the body, then injecting it into the butt. It requires licensed medical professionals. Johnson instead uses these huge plastic cups to suck on the buttocks and inflate them. For her butt injections, Johnson uses a product called a hyaluron pen.
So y'all gonna let she is hustling. Shout out to her. Like I said, I have no problem with her. If this is what you want to do, so be it's your choice, right? I'm just giving you advice. I'm talking to myself. You gonna let somebody put a cup on your ass to shape it with a cup? That's wild to me. At what price? And you can tell, you all tell me, you all that are watching, is this self-love or self-hate? Right? And this is not just within our community. This is within the U.S. This is an American thing now. But somehow the hustle has made it to Memphis and the local news in our culture.
To shoot collagen stimulators into her patients' butts.
Crank it. Turn it. Pop it.
That pen is a commercially available product that's advertised for use at home in lip fillers. The pen is marketed as non-invasive because there are no needles involved. Instead, the air pressure shoots the fluid through a tiny hole and into your skin. The device is not FDA approved.
So you still get the fluid injected into the skin. It's just not done with surgery. They inject it through the pores, through an air pressure. Risque, the price of beauty. I'm telling you, this is all a reaction. Everything starts in the mind. By the time you're doing these things, the mind has already gone somewhere where it shouldn't.
Do you have a medical background?
No.
What kind of oversight is there for the stuff you're doing?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you have to, does any kind of health inspector have to look over this kind of stuff?
No.
One of the most appealing parts of the types of
Don't knock a hustle, bro. Don't knock a hustle. Because if you went to some of these surgeons, these hospitals, some of the procedures are risque. So don't do that. And then she's not posing as a doctor. People are coming to her. They want it. Like I said, a lot of things in this life, most things, are about stuff that happens in between B and D, earth and death. In between that is C. Choices. This is a choice. I'm just putting y'all up on game. You know, it's a discussion to have. But like I said, I will not knock a hustle. I will also not be a part of it. So it really has nothing to do with me. But this is my job to keep you all updated on current events around the way and the dangers of these things. Anyway.
operation Johnson and others offer is the price. Sessions with her cost hundreds of dollars compared to the thousands you'd spend for a plastic surgeon and anesthesia. She does not promise the same results as plastic surgery.
They're going to take fat out of your stomach, your arms, inner thighs, and put it in your butt.
So you can have much more drastic results with that.
Yeah, they have dramatic. I'm more of a natural results.
There's also the recovery time.
Nah, that's the only natural. Then y'all showing the gym. Don't show the gym in this story because you can get all of that and more with the gym. But a lot of people feel like because it's cheaper and they're not getting cut, they may feel like this is a better option. Trust me, y'all, they're fat. Burning their fat like that, that's not it.
Johnson says her patients can go straight to work after a session, but with plastic surgery, even outpatient procedures, you'll be laid up for a while. On the other hand, plastic surgeons are required to have years of training, insurance, and a medical license.
I would suggest to any patient interested in trying to change their body shape to have a better appearance and feel better about themselves is to seek out somebody who's qualified to provide these procedures. And
he didn't. Bro, y'all tripping me out. He says, come to me. Don't go to her. If you really want to look good, I would suggest you seek out somebody that's certified by the board, like myself. You see, you gotta watch where you get the advice from. You add into someone else's vices. He's adding to his own. Money is his vice, right? He can hear it. He knows that's BS that he's selling, but his vice is money, clearly. And that's what he deems makes him successful, right? He's a doctor, he's a surgeon. Come to us, though. Instead of saying, go to Whole Foods and get you a salad and start off walking, quarter mile, half a mile, and start jogging, possibly do some stretching, cardio, and all of this, right? Calisthenics and whatnot. You can get in shape, right? We can have focus areas. We can lift up the buttocks and do all of these things. There are, trainers that focus on this. That's why I talk about the community and what we need. We need more trainers and we need to be selling this. I'm telling you, but there are many, many women that are getting to the gym and exercising. That's what I'm focused on.
Safe and effective manner.
Are those trade-offs worth the price difference? Well, the booty is in the eye of the beholder. In Memphis, Jack Bilyeu, Fox 13 News.
Well, listen, We know that Kanye West's mother went out of the country to get a procedure reportedly and died.
We've covered reports of that over the years.
And I would just caution anybody, do what you want with your body. Be careful.
Do your research first.
Yeah, absolutely. Be mindful that there are dangers out there. Just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's something you should necessarily jump into.
And when we say research, not just from the organization that's trying to get you to do whatever, look on many different sources too.
Yeah, good job on that.
People do want to look good.
Sure.
They want.
People want to look good. The price we're willing to pay. Yes, why not exercise? The microwave era, right? We want it quick. Baby steps. Learn to appreciate them. They are a beautiful thing because the end results of baby steps can never be taken away. Because the most valued thing in the whole procedure is the journey. That's the journey of reaching your goal. And the baby steps get you there. You can enjoy the entire journey from beginning to an end. Yeah, this ain't it, y'all.
Nearly 90%. That's how many black women have used hair relaxers at some point in their lives to chemically straighten their hair. And for many of them, it's something they started doing as children.
Right, they started doing it as children because, ooh, your head nappy. I don't have to deal with this. You hear that early in your life, which that is a nasty, ugly word that should have been gotten rid of a long time ago. We always talk about the N word, but another nasty N word is nappy. It's nappy because it only targets one group of people, my people, which the term is kinky, right? What the hell is nappy? That word should be gone. And it's one thing when people from another culture try to use it to offend us, right? All right, that's idiotic of you. But an even bigger problem is when our own use it on our own. Oh, your head nappy. And that causes the purge. That causes the self-hate because you gotta love what's in the mirror. And that comes from what's in the mind.
But research is uncovering just how dangerous those products can be. Fox 13 health reporter Mandy Rock investigates the severe health impacts women who use them can suffer.
And I want to say another thing. This was all on the local news this week, y'all, here in Memphis, right? We got the BBLs, the booty pills, and the dangers of that. Oh, he's just putting you up on it. And now we're talking about the price of perming your hair and the effects of it, right? This is crazy. All within the same week. But this should be trending. This is water cooler talk. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm doing my job. I'm trying to put y'all up on game.
Chemicals in multiple mainstream hair relaxers have been linked to reproductive disorders, infertility, and different types of cancers.
Fertility issues. We're going to get you some kind of way. And this goes to the mindset of population control. And what population are they truly trying to control? When we're the only ones using these products.
Despite these risks, the products are aggressively marketed towards black women and young girls. The health experts I spoke with call it a preventable health crisis.
I give you a little line.
A preventable health crisis. Right, they said this. You gotta understand. Look at the choice of words. Preventable. Making it a choice of your own.
Yeah, I'm lying. No, you need a line for real.
For Tina Estelle, cutting and styling hair is more than just a job.
We have people who come here with advice about everything, life and everything. I've been doing hair since I was probably 13.
It's her passion.
I love to make people happy. I love to make them feel pretty from the inside out. When you sit in my chair, when you leave, you're gonna leave better than what you came.
She still remembers the sensations of her first hair relaxer at age 18.
When I was wearing relaxer, I would have this scalp condition that would wear my head out. You can literally pull my scalp up.
At 40 years old, Estelle made the decision to...
The price of beauty. Love thyself. Just to feel good. You could pull her scalp up. That's how infected her scalp was. On the product. For what?
Stop using relaxers on her hair, but many of her clients requested the service.
I was a hairstylist, dealing with it, and then I was wearing it and doing my own hair with it. So I was being double exposed.
Then in February 2021, Estelle was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer.
Death sentence. It was a wake-up call.
Though it's not known if Estelle's cancer is connected to her use of relaxers, more research is uncovering just how dangerous the chemicals in the products are.
Some of them actually have formaldehyde, which is a known toxin and known carcinogen. And there are also things like phthalates and parabens, which are called endocrine disruptors.
Dr. Melanie Crutchfield is a breast surgical oncologist for Methodist Le Bonheur Healthcare in Memphis. She said endocrine disruptors can enter the body through hair and get into the bloodstream.
They've been found in the urine of women who have hair relaxers, who get hair relaxers.
Hair relaxers. Understand that everybody doesn't have to relax their hair. Hair relaxer. The choice of words. Oh, this is going to relax your hair. So if I'm not relaxed, what am I, stressed? So I have stressed hair that you're going to relax, which are chemical. I'm like, oh yeah, I would rather be relaxed than anything, than stressed or discomfort or anything that they're trying to say. The opposite of relaxed. I would rather be relaxed than the opposite. The mindset, choice of words, spelling, words have us under spell. You gotta be able to recognize these things.
And they can change the way our body deals with different things, and that can lead to different types of cancers like breast cancer and uterine cancer.
According to the National Institutes of Health, women who use hair relaxers more than 4 times a year are more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer. It's led to more than 8,000 hair relaxer lawsuits against cosmetic companies for not warning consumers about the potential health risks of their products.
That's what these lawsuits are about. Basically, did you put a defective product in the stream of commerce and not do what you should have done in testing to make sure that it was safe? And then once you did get information and evidence that it was unsafe, what did you do then?
Dr. Roderick Edmond is an attorney and physician. He currently represents 17 women who have used relaxers to straighten their hair.
They're dealing with life-threatening diseases. And unfortunately, a number of my clients, just by virtue of their diagnosis and prognosis already, they will succumb and die as a result of these cancers. So it's been very, very harrowing to them.
After 6
How many battles do we have to fight? Right? And just at this point, the information has to be passed around. We got to talk about these things. I know I love to talk about sports. I talk about sports too. I love the U.S. Olympic team winning the gold medals. Like I said, I do a hip hop podcast show. We talk about rap music. It's cool, but in the midst of that, and we're talking, I'm going to hand you a cheeseburger. I'm going to slide this vitamin in. I always say this, so I'm going to give you some information. I might talk about the BS, but within that, I'm going to give you something real. So this is an issue. This is an issue. All of these cancers are being triggered by uses of hair products, not to mix in the food, not to mix in she's going to get a procedure. So let's say there's a sister that has a procedure done with the BBLs or the other one done with the heating thing that's causing some problem with health problems, health risks. Then you have this, she's perming her hair. That's causing some health problems. Then you go eat some McDonald's, right? The food is terrible. That's causing problems. Something's going to get you. But are y'all going to tell me that all of these things are random? Or is it planned out? So if you tell me that they're planned out, it's time for us to have a stronger plan. And the plan is wake up as individuals and rebuild ourselves and make ourselves strong-minded and individually minded to understand these things and know you got to do your own research. You got to know where to go. And the mob is where you got to come to talk about these things. We ain't letting it fly.
16 rounds of chemo and 30 rounds of radiation. Estelle is now cancer-free. She said she's been contacted by an attorney and is part of a class action lawsuit against L'Oreal. She hopes it'll bring justice to the women impacted. But in the meantime, she's doing her part. encouraging her clients to go natural and embrace the beauty they were born with.
We have been so looked upon negatively about our kinky hair.
Right.
They're saying that it's not appealing. It doesn't look good. It's not appealing for TV, for the models and all of that. But me personally, I think we're so beautiful with our kinky and our natural hair. Then I know we're healthier. So that's a big factor to me.
And I reached
At the church, say, amen. Preach, sister. Preach. Love the kinky hair. We love our people. And as a man, we love our women. All right? Love how you all look. There's no need for this. No need for this. No need for it. If it's like, if you do it, that's your choice. But I'm telling you, you don't have to. You don't have to. You still look good without it. You still look good without it. We got to start talking about hairstyles and choices of like, hey, that look good on you, sister. I like that. All right, we got to be vocal about these things. We always talk about what we don't like in the culture. So I'm talking about showing these women that we like, because if we're waiting on the media to push a certain type of image that you think that we're going to like, they'll always push the wrong thing. So it's on us to take control of this. Like I'm telling you right now, I think I'm playing my part and telling you that we love y'all. How you are. Naturally. It ain't nothing wrong with that kinky hair and that beautiful melanated skin. They ain't got to get into the other things that y'all got, because y'all already know that y'all got them, and y'all ain't got to go get no procedure to keep them or to get them for that matter.
out to L'Oreal for its response to the lawsuits. The company did not respond, but a statement issued by L'Oreal last year reads in part, L'Oreal's highest priority is the health and well-being of all of its consumers. Our products are subject to a rigorous scientific evaluation of their safety by experts who also ensure that we strictly follow all regulations in every market in which we operate. Estelle reminds everyone to pay attention to any changes in your body. If something doesn't seem right, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor. It's recommended women start getting annual mammograms at age 45. Women with a family history of endometrial cancer should be offered screening annually by age 35. Covering your health, Mandy Rock, Fox 13 News.
Like I said, you are left with no choice but to get a home gym or join somebody's gym and exercise and try to be as natural as you can be. It's obvious when the sister saying, hey, go natural. That's better. Eat natural food. Have natural hair. That same things are going in reverse. As much as technologies keep growing, right? It's the strongest people are the people going back to the original in a natural state. Cell phones, social media, the food, the hair products, everything is less. And it seems like you can get more access to all of these bad things with the more money you have. So money is not it. It's not it. It's less. And being able to do with less. You can't be controlled when you have nothing. It's hard to control a man who's not attached, or a woman for that matter, who's not attached to anything. It's crazy.
It is a changing of the guard over at Orange Mound this season as Melrose is under new leadership. Coach is familiar with the history of this once dominant program. Notice I said coach is. Colin Cody tonight with the family affair that's taking.
I also noticed that you said once. What you mean by once? We still dominant. We still cooking. We still in the same neighborhood. So watch your mouth when you're talking about my school and my neighborhood.
Get over in Orange Mound.
Instead of one head coach, there will be two shared headsets on the sideline this season, leading the Melrose Golden Wildcats.
We split it up, like he's the head coach of the offense and I'm the head coach of the defense. So that's kind of how we're doing it right now. But I mean, with both of us being here, we've always, kind of shared everything, and why not, share this experience as well.
This is a dream come true for twin brothers Gerald and Jared Morrow to take over at their alma mater.
We have to teach these seniors how to lead, because this group of kids in this generation
it's almost like you have to find leaders because I'm not gonna say they're afraid to lead. It's tough for them leading now with social media because everybody wants to be liked.
Shout out to these brothers. Well, also my brother. Right, this is my school, my neighborhood, my alumni, and my friends, my brothers who I grew up with. I'm Gerald and Jerry Morrow. Incredible men, intelligent men, incredible athletes. What we try to put on for, like, they understand the same things that I understand. We come from the same class and the same people in the same community. So I had to do this. And this goes back to what I said, loaded bases. It starts with you. Who's up first? You're up first. And you have to be the example and be there. And these brothers, these men are that. And the energy has grown and flowed throughout our neighborhood. Again, the people are proud. You know, it's just something about Orange Mound. It's something about Melrose. It's just something about the community that when we come together, it's a different feeling and we feel unstoppable. And that grows to our people. But we have to start with ourselves, and it starts with us, it starts with our community, and let's make this grow out to our city, y'all. But shout out to Gerald and Jerry Morrow. I will be at the games, and I will be covering this. Let's show them what community is all about, right? Let's get it.
And as a leader, you're not going to be liked all the time. You have to make tough decisions.
Also joining the family is 4-star running back and Missouri commit Jamarian Mario, who transferred from Germantown to be coached by his dad and uncle for his final high school season.
It's been great, and it's been wonderful for me because when they was coaching here, I used to be that little kid in the locker room running around. Man, it's been great just to be able to put this maroon and gold on.
It's a dream come true to basically, he graduates in December, so to have him, to coach him his last year as he moves on to college over to the next level, it's been amazing.
Both Jarrett and Gerald were a part of the last Melrose state title team back in 1998, and they would like nothing more than to bring a title back to their alma mater, but the decision to come back to coach went deeper than the X's and O's.
We talked about the situation that happened at Orange Mound Park. That's the park that we grew up in.
That's the park we all grew up in, right? That's how I shot my first jump. These men told me to go to the community center and play with them. I won't say they taught me about basketball, but they were the first ones to invite me to play organized ball at the community center with them. They were like, come on, Ryan, come play with us. Man, but yeah, bro, among many other things that goes back to when we was 6, 7 years old. Now, I've known them my entire life, but man, it is incredible to see them in this position. Like I said, the energy is just growing out throughout our neighborhood, and we know the responsibility of ourselves. We know what we got to do. We got to hold it down. But yeah, I'm gonna let them. I'm taking it back a bit because I want to hear everything that he had to say about our part in the event that took place.
Talked about the situation that happened at Orange Mound Park. That's the park that we grew up in, and that really moved us. And it was just like God just literally telling us it has to be you two. We don't like where our community is at right now. We want to help rebuild it and get it back to when we were children, when you didn't have to look over your shoulder, when your kids can go around and just play with other kids. So it's everything, though.
For your news leader, Colin Cody, News Channel 3 Sports.
Man, it starts with you. Man, shout out to them. They know what's up with me. And they know, man. But yeah, shout out to them. Man. We doing this, y'all. We got to be the example. We got to hold it down. Back to the times when we grew up. Everything that they're talking about, that park, that community center, that school, this neighborhood is everything that I'm trying to reinstill myself. It is just amazing of what's happening right now. The energy is growing with this. Shout out to Marcus, somebody else that graduated us from. I covered him last week. He won his position on the school board. So it's among many other things. You know, we got school counselors, doctors, business owners, shrinks, everything. Teachers, firemen. We got everything. Police officers. And we got the mob. And it's going down. It's going down, y'all, in a major way. Understand that. We mind our business.